So what am I going to talk about tonight? I'm going to talk about emotions, what they are and what their function is. I'm going to talk about the function of memory. I'm going to talk about how emotion, memory, and attachment work together to form implicit relational patterns. I'll explain all of this in more detail. I'm hypothesizing that change in psychotherapy fundamentally means something new has to be learned. And in order to learn something new, there's a bunch of different areas that have psychotherapy research, one of which is the notion of expanding awareness, increasing interoception, leading to increased agency. The second area that's interesting is sudden gains research. A third area that's interesting is common factors research. So let's talk about a memory, emotion, and relationships, and these implicit relational patterns. Where do they come from? These are attachment patterns, and they're rigid early templates in implicit memory laid down in the first year of life. We know that from prospective studies of attachment patterns, and it predicts current and future relationships in three important ways. I mean, there's lots of things to attachment, so I'm really dumbing this down and oversimplifying it. But these are important things to realize. What the attachment pattern tells you is if I'm upset, and this is what the baby gets from the response in the first year of life again and again and again, if I'm upset, will the other person respond? What will the response be? Will it be a comforting or helpful response, or will it be an unpleasant or hurtful response? And the third question that is answered in this is, am I worthy of response? What is my sense of value, or what is my self? This is where self-esteem comes from. Now, this pattern, whatever it is, and there are four broad attachment patterns, although there are a lot of sub-patterns, but the four broad attachment patterns, they're all pre-verbal. They're not in words. They're rigid. And as I said, with implicit memory, because that's where they are, they feel like reality. It's just how life is. And in cognitive science, we call that schema. In attachment studies and attachment theory, we call it working model. In psychodynamic therapy, we call it transference. It's really all the same thing. It's learning a particular interpersonal template that then plays out without you realizing it for the rest of your life.